What's up team, and welcome to the May installment of the Squishy Times. I'm your host SquishyJoshy, and we have a bunch of things we need to recap for this month. We're currently participating in Twitch ANZ's Subfest, and I recently made a bunch of posts explaining the different unlockable rewards and stuff that we're going to be doing throughout this month. All of that should appear just over here in the corner so you guys can see it all. And as you can see, there is a lot of exciting things that we can unlock, such as a cosplay stream, a Lego building stream, or perhaps even me doing a shoey. We recently dropped a video here on the channel reacting to April Fool's memes, so if you haven't checked that one out yet, you can click up here. And I just want to remind you guys that we have the Squishyversary coming up next month. That's 3 whole years of this community. And I'm super excited about it. I hope you guys are too, and we're going to have some special guests on a stream for you guys to check out as well. But speaking of that, we're also running an event on Discord related to it, which basically just requires you to be a little bit creative and come up with a little banner that displays what the Squishyverse means to you. And we've had a couple of submissions so far, and they've been great. Thank you so much for those who have submitted their art, and we'll be displaying all of those during the Squishyversary. So if you want your work shown, then please get your submissions in. Recently on Twitch, I did a stream of RedFall, and I wasn't too happy with it. Like, I wanted to be happy about the game, but unfortunately it was just a bit too laggy, and because of that, we cannot continue streaming that game at this current time. Although it would have been pretty cool to have the community get involved in that game, especially because it's very similar to a classic that some of you guys know as Left 4 Dead 2, which has been one of my favorite games of all time. The only real difference is there's actual human characters, and instead of zombies you've got vampires. So there was a lot more strategy involved, but because it's very laggy, it's just not very viable at this point in time. So instead, we've kicked off Subfest with what I'm calling the Minecraft era, which means we're probably going to be playing some Minecraft a lot more frequently, especially during the Subfest, and of course with Minecraft being one of the most popular games of all time right now, and with the way that it is a very creative kind of game, I think it would be very cool for the channel to get into it. But speaking of all this gaming, our gaming channel SquishyJoshy Gaming has now expanded onto Instagram and TikTok. So if you want to see all of the gaming content, all of that sort of stuff, head on over to those channels. We also got a special shirt that arrived in the mail the other day. Check it out. So that shirt is for a PUSHUP fundraiser, which is going to be starting in June, and the goal is to raise some money for Lifeline. And if you don't know who Lifeline are, there will be some information down in the description. But yes, that fundraiser will start in June, so you'll hear more about it next month. It's also been pretty much a whole month already since Ashley has been here, and we're really missing her, and we hope to see her again soon.
I'm going back to New York.
Oh man. Sorry guys, I wasn't crying. You're crying. You're crying, not me. You guys. Anyways, that's it for the Squishyverse news. Let's see what's happening in other news. So in the film space, I had the privilege of watching 2 movies this month. I watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and the Super Mario Brothers movie. Both of them I really enjoyed. I really do think that that Guardians 3 movie was one of the best Marvel movies of all time. It really pulled on some heartstrings, especially for me. I thought a lot of it was very relatable. I'm not going to spoil it too much. I just think that you guys should go and see it. And of course, the Super Mario Brothers movie was actually really good as well, especially if you're a gamer and you've played Mario in the past or any variation of the Mario games, including Mario Kart. You'll be really surprised to see what they've thrown into that movie. And in the music world, there's a bunch of new songs that have been released. A lot of classic artists are returning to the scene, which is really great to see, except some of them are sort of hit and miss. If you've seen the new song by 30 Seconds to Mars called Stuck, it's okay. It feels like a 2012 dance song, so it feels a bit behind in the times. It is what it is, I guess. I do really miss the old 30 Seconds to Mars sound though, you know, the one from The Kill, Beautiful Light. That was Chef's Kiss. Bring Me the Horizon has also released a song called Lost, which has a bit of a hyper pop and punk feel to it, as well as a chorus that is a bit reminiscent of early My Chemical Romance stuff, which is really good. It's in my top 10 right now. And of course, if you want to see what my rotating top 10 is, you can also check that out. It's a Spotify playlist, and there will be a link to that in the description as well. The Murlocs released an album called Calm Ya Farm, and there's some pretty good songs on there. I would highly suggest you take a listen to that album, especially the song Queen Pinky. It's got an infectious hook. And Gum, who's also the keyboardist of Tame Impala by the way, has also released a single called Race to the Air, and he's actually touring soon. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, they released a song as well called Gila Monster, which has a very fun fantasy-like music video, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. Nothing But Thieves also released a new song called Overcome, which is worth a listen. And here's a cool thing that bridges music and design. Fall Out Boy designed a CRYNYL. Now I know what you're probably thinking, what's a CRYNYL? Well, imagine a vinyl and being an emo and crying, and then merging the two together. Basically, they put their real tears into a vinyl and called it the CRYNYL. Pretty fancy fancy and on brand if you ask me. And one final thing in music tech, this is very fancy for you musicians out there. Ableton have dropped the new push control, which is actually a standalone device now. So if you want to know more about that, a link to it will also be in the description. Anyway, that wraps up the Squishy Times for May. I hope you've enjoyed this video and got something out of it. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And if you want to be part of the community, feel free to join the Discord server. The link is also in the description. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.